Kent, we'll try. We're not going to get done in an hour, but we'll do our best here to get
Okay.
this one done as soon as we can.
I'm being summoned, so I do got to get through this last one quick.
All right, we'll make it happen. Iowa takes down Nebraska 94-76. The Iowa offense, not the defense, my word, not the defense. The Iowa offense really took over in this game. Nebraska, I mean, they were coming off that Purdue win. It was really, really nice, but unfortunately, they had to travel to Iowa City in this one, and the Hawkeyes took care of them. Kid, what were your thoughts on this one?
The big difference was just the 3-pointers. Like Nebraska, they live and die off of it so much, and they died on this night with their 3-pointers. They only made 4, and they gave up 15. So you can't do that. Can't go to Iowa and hit 4 3-pointers and play such bad perimeter defense that you're giving up 15, even if it is against Iowa. I know they shoot it pretty good, but as far as the rest of everything that they did in that game, I thought that they did a decent job, like guarding the paint. I thought they didn't turn the ball over, and the fouls were pretty even throughout the game. That was really the only difference, was the perimeter.
Yeah, you're right. That was the difference. I do apologize. On the graphic, I have 8 rebounds. Owen Freeman had 8 defensive rebounds. He had 10 overall rebounds, so he did get a double in this one. But yeah, that was the guy I was going to talk about was Owen Freeman and just how impressive he looks and what he brings to this Iowa team. Him and Ben Creaky in this one. Well, not so much Ben Creaky in this one, but just overall, they're huge additions that really help this Iowa team in a lot of ways. And whenever Payton Sandfort, goes off for nearly 20 points, I think any team playing Iowa is going to be in trouble because you get that combination going, and it's just really, really hard to stop. Shaps, what were your thoughts?
Similar to the Minnesota game, yeah, you're not going to win on the road when you go 4 of 26 from 3, especially against Iowa. Kind of a comeback down to earth a little bit for Nebraska. Been playing really, really well. I think Hoiberg's doing a great job there this season, definitely exceeding expectations. They're finally kind of taking that jump that people have been waiting for from Hoiberg to show he can still coach. Not a bad loss really for them. They're kind of due for a letdown. And once Iowa gets going offensively, it's pretty tough to stop that.
I think they needed this loss to help their tournament hopes. I don't think it's so much a loss in the Big Ten, but if Nebraska wants to make the tournament, this is a kind of game they need to win. Dr. Spin, Fred got Frand. Yes, he did. Indeed. And then Russ also lets us know, much like Boo Booey, Nebraska spent all their shooting XP on the Purdue game. Yes, they did. There wasn't much left after the Purdue game. Funny how that happens. Team gives all effort against Purdue, and then they have a letdown. Kent, I was surprised you didn't point out your guy, Tony Perkins, with his 15 assists in this one. The dude was dealing.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't is because I was on limited time. There was a photo of him after the game that I printed out, and I have it framed next to my bed right now. My wife's not a big fan of it, but after a performance like that, it deserved a frame photo, and just so he knows, in case he's listening. Which I do think that Tony does listen to the show often because he is listening for me. And once again, I do get paid $1 from the Iowa NIL Collective every time I mention Tony Perkins' name. So that's $3 for this episode that they'll be sending me via check. So appreciate that from everyone.
Wow, I need to get on that. I'll start mentioning.
Impressive game from Perkins with those 15 assists. Unfortunately, he went 3 of 12 from the field. So
we don't talk about that.
You got to look at the whole story.
He was 3 of 12, 2 of 8 for 3-point line. At a certain point,
but he looked good shooting, though. He looked good while he was shooting, though. That's all that matters.
Sometimes
it's all about the Twitter photos, afterwards. He pulls up, and as long as he's on the graphic after the game with the score on there, it doesn't. No one ever knows if that shot went in or out. It's just a picture on the graphic.
Yeah. Dr. Spin, Perkins can cook on occasion.
That's right, Dr. Spin.
Perkins cooked our Illinois last year. Did you have nightmares about Perkins, Sheps?
We do have a tendency to let guards just get into the paint, and with the drop coverage, he absolutely destroyed us last year. He had his career game against Illinois last year.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him do anything remotely close to that since.
Well, an assist in this one, if you count two points for every assist, he would have gotten close in this one. So
True.
I guess if you want to do that. And just to touch on Nebraska really fast before we get out of here, I think this Nebraska team, they're going to win more games than they lose like this. Tominaga didn't do anything but score 13 points, so you need more out of him in this one. Went 1 for 5 from 3. You just didn't get a whole lot in this one because, like we said, Nebraska, they just kind of looked tired after their big win against Purdue. So great big win for them, but overall, Iowa they had the energy, they had the offense in this one. Nebraska couldn't really stop them. So I don't really have a lot of concern for Nebraska other than this would have been a good win that they probably needed for the tournament. So
don't you dare come close to criticizing Tominaga, because he is the Tony Perkins to Kent for
He's
me.
Your Tony Perkins?
Yeah.
I'm not so much criticizing him, just saying if Nebraska
most electric player in the Big Ten.
If Nebraska wants to win, they probably need more than 13-0-1 from Tominaga. So.
That's true.
He can't do it all by himself, man. Nebraska's got to help him out.
Rafe Mask, come on, get more than 5 rebounds.
He's got a whole country on his back, man. He can't carry this team too.
That's true. Thanks for listening to the Big Ten Huddle. Please do like and subscribe. We appreciate that. If this was your first time listening, we are the Big Ten Huddle. We cover all things Big Ten football and basketball. We have a long episode every Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night, all at 9 o'clock. So come in, check us out, get in the chat, let us know what you're thinking. We would love to have you join us and learn more about the Big Ten.